Welcome to the Edge of NFT podcast with your hosts, Jeff Kelly, Ethan Janney, and Josh Krieger. We aim to bring you not only the top 1% of what's going on with NFTs today, but what will stand the test of time. We explore the nuts and bolts and the business side, but also the human element of how NFTs are changing the way we interact with the things that we love. This podcast is for the futurists and dreamers, the disruptors and creators, the fans and connectors, and the makers and doers that are pumped about this ecosystem and driving where it goes next. Give us a little insight as to the roadmap. Like, what else is forthcoming that we haven't touched on yet?
Oh, sure. So we've developed a pretty comprehensive lore. And so we've got a 15-minute lore video on our website. There's 4 chapters of lore. And it's pretty cool. We talk about the creator character that's there, and the creator created these bulls, and the bulls are exploratory and they're fun creatures. But towards the end of the lore video, we talk about there being too much order. And with too much order, there's not tension, and the tension is what you need to drive and reach your potential. And so then we hint at why it's called the Bulls and Apes project. So apes are coming next. That's going to be part of our storyline. That's going to be part of our next big mint will be the apes. And we've got some pretty cool ideas about how we're going to introduce the apes and what unique things we're going to do around the apes as an NFT. As an NFT themselves. So I'm looking forward to what the apes are going to bring. It's going to be interesting, and they're going to be synergistic. We've already announced that they're going to be synergistic to the bulls in the tokenomics. And so bulls will be the ones that generate the methane tokens, but the apes will have a multiplier effect on the bulls. So you're going to want to own both. They play off of each other.
Got it. Yeah, following suit with what you've already built, which is really awesome. In terms of timeline on that, does you have some definitive here that we're working off of, or
no, not yet? It'll be fall, the fall time period for sure. We want to make sure that we do it right and we have it set up right. And we know we delivered a lot in a short period of time with we call it our first mint. But it's the OG bulls, it's the teen bulls, it's the God bulls, it's an ERC20 token, it's the inner circle community, it's the 15-minute lore. I mean, we delivered a lot in a short period of time, and so we want to make sure that we give ourselves the space to do it right.
Yeah, makes tons of sense.
So you have to mate the bulls, and it gives you extra. And is there going to be some sort of freaky bull ape mating stuff going on too? Is that?
We'll see. One thing that I will say is each bull has 3 breeds. And if you do the math, it comes out to roughly 15,000 breeds that you could do across the collection. But we're only going to have 12,450 teen bulls. So that means that there's going to be breeds left over. And I hint at everybody. I'm like, we don't like unused utility. So we'll figure something out.
So I gotta ask, like, is this a little bit more based on Greek mythology or Roman mythology? Which group was a little bit more polyamorous? Because it sounds like you're going down that direction.
Well, it's possible. We did a little bit of research on Greek mythology has some of the combined characters, but we'll see. We haven't made any definitive plans on that, but there will be breeds left over. So we'll do something. We'll do something with it.
This whole project grew out of your inspiration from the space. So we'd love to hear where else you draw your inspiration from in Web3 land these days.
Yeah, sure. So for us, it's looking at projects that are looking at the long term. So not just trying to flip NFTs and do things around the art and the rarity and that, which is important, and we think it's fun. But it's not the thought leadership that we're getting inspired from. And so for us, it's the people that are driving education, mainstream adoption. That's one place, and the other is ones that are building utility around community.
The views and opinions expressed on the Edge of NFT podcast reflect solely those views and opinions of the show creators and its guests. We're learning as we go, just like you. Please make sure to do your own research. Our podcast is not financial advice. There are multiple strategies and not all strategies fit all people. You understand that you are using any and all information available on or through this podcast at your own risk.